When I think of high school stadiums, the phrase "only in America" springs to mind. Because where I'm from, it's not a thing. High school sports exist, of course, but nobody gives a shit. Sorry, I just knocked my phone. Still got a Nokia. You might laugh, but it's rugged, reliable, and it's got everything you need. To be honest, it's a piece of shit. Now it's just getting in the way. But, like I was saying, we have high school sport, but nobody gives a shit. But that doesn't matter, because they do in the US. Well, at least some parts of the US. And you might be thinking, isn't it a waste of taxpayers' funds? Couldn't they spend it on education? And while that's a sound argument, don't forget, these stadiums actually do make the schools a lot of money. So it's not just for show. Phew, that was a long intro. Let's just get into it. Oh, for f***'s sake, I didn't even touch it. Allen Eagle Stadium is the biggest high school football stadium that is home to just one team. That team being the Allen Eagles, who are yet to lose a single game at the stadium. It cost a whopping $60 million to construct, and later had to be repaired due to cracking in the concrete, costing an additional $10 million. The Round Valley End Sphere is a one-of-a-kind wooden dome structure which lets in light and heat. You might be thinking, isn't it hot in Arizona? Wouldn't they want to keep the heat out? But at over 6,000 feet of elevation, it can get pretty damn cold. It's the only domed high school football stadium, but it's not just a football stadium, it's used for basketball, volleyball, track and field, and soccer. I can already hear the Europeans in the comments. It's not soccer, it's football. My ancestors died in the War of 1907, so that it could be called football. If you ever called it soccer in front of me, you son of a bitch, I'll knock your f***ing head off. Interestingly, the stadium actually has a bigger capacity than the town's population. Stadium Bowl. And now a stadium that's so iconic that the school is named after it. This impressive stadium, with an enviable view, was built right next to a luxury hotel that mostly burnt down shortly before it was finished being built. It was then turned into a school. This stadium appeared in the movie 10 Things I Hate About You, not to be confused with Mel Gibson's 10 Things I Hate About Jews. Yeah, he's not a fan of juice apparently. He's more of a smoothie guy. Not sure why he had to make a film about it though. R.R. Jones Stadium. This extraordinary stadium is the birthplace of Friday Night Football, having hosted the first ever Friday night game way back in 1928. It's located a stone's throw from Mexico, but you could be mistaken for thinking it's in ancient Rome. In fact, the first thing I thought of when I saw this stadium is Petra, the ancient city in Jordan.
Whoopsie daisies.
The other side has a slightly less grandiose but still good view of El Paso itself. Mitchell Stadium. Now we take the country road all the way to West Virginia. This nice little stadium is surrounded by trees, giving it a unique look and feel. Interestingly, one of the tenants, Graham High School, is actually located in another state, Virginia, which is a similar situation to the New York NFL teams. The Cy-Fair for Q Stadium, is that how you say it? Or maybe it's an acronym, so it would be the CY Fair for Q Stadium. Anyway, regardless of how you say it, I really like the design of this stadium. It looks modern and classic at the same time, but it comes at a price. It cost even more than Allen Eagle Stadium to build, at around $73 million. And now to something a little different. As you can see, Jostens Stadium has an attached baseball field that overlaps. I like the rustic look of this stadium, especially that big brick wall. Bad thing about this stadium though is that there isn't a lot of parking next to the stadium, so sometimes you have to park all the way over here and walk to this entrance. Or you can go this way if you want. Oh my! Washington High School Stadium is not located in Washington, or Washington for that matter. It's just named after George Washington. The stadium itself is nothing out of this world. It's all about that view. Take a look at that. As you can see, it has an incredible view of the iconic Golden Gate Bridgington. Oh, sorry, the Golden Gate Bridge. I think I said Washington too many times. Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Named after the late Tom Benson, former owner of the New Orleans Saints, who donated $11 million to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, most of which went towards the renovation of this stadium. It's the largest high school football stadium, so I thought I'd include it. It hosts the annual NFL Hall of Fame exhibition game, and it hosts the Canton-McKinley Bulldogs, as well as a college team. Children's Health Stadium is a brand new $53 million stadium, again located in Texas. I think all the different school districts are like trying to outdo each other. There's an interesting story behind the name Children's Health Stadium, and this recording shows exactly the reason. So, how are you guys going on with the planning for the new hospital, the children's hospital? How are you guys going?
You see, my colleague and I have done some research. Well, I'll let you take it from here, Eddie.
Yeah, basically, what we were thinking is, how often do you hear someone say, "Oh, I'm really excited to go to the hospital today," or, "Man, what a great day at the hospital"? You know, you just don't hear it. But what about a stadium? Everybody's excited to go to a stadium. People want to go. Yeah, we just come to the conclusion that ain't nobody want to go to a hospital. So why are we gonna build one if ain't nobody gonna go?
But the hospital, of course people don't want to go to a hospital, but they might need to go.
Yeah, but you know, hospitals are boring.
Yeah.
And stadiums are kind of cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll let you put your children's health, the organization. We'll let you put a sign on the stadium. You know, we think that'll help you out, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and build the stadium, not the hospital. You know, we'll get to the hospital eventually, but yeah.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how it's done in Texas. And that's it for today's video. If there are any stadiums you thought should have been in this video, please let me know in the comments and we'll probably make a part 2. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.